everyone, my name is Kimberly from the Westmont Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own memory foam squishy. Here are the materials you will need to get started. A block of memory foam, either from a mattress topper or a pillow, approximately 2 inches in thickness. We used a twin-size mattress topper actually when we did this program in the library last year, and so it turns out that if you really do enjoy making these projects, that size will give you plenty of material to work with. You can use either Mod Podge or clear Elmer's glue. I think the Mod Podge works a little bit better, but the glue will work just fine in a pinch. Some shaving cream, puffy and fabric paints, scissors, popsicle sticks, and then any paintbrushes if you have them for some of the smaller details. Today I'm going to remake a s'more shaped squishy I had actually made in the past. So I just went ahead and cut a small square out of memory foam. Fabric scissors actually work better for cutting the main shapes out of the memory foam you're using. Regular scissors will work just fine for adding any of the little details, but for right now, the fabric scissors worked a little bit better. So actually, just to start out, I'm going to cut a few small pieces on the corners of the square to kind of show where the graham cracker would be sitting. I'm actually going to go in here and then kind of round out where the edge is to kind of shape where the marshmallow is and just kind of make it look a little bit more realistic. So after I have my shape trimmed up, I'm going to go ahead and mix the base layer of the squishy. To do this, you're going to want to take about 1 tablespoon of your glue or Mod Podge. You can actually just kind of eyeball it here. Might have to scoop a little bit out. It doesn't have to be exact, but pretty much it's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So basically you're going to take that and mix it with about 1 solid squeeze of shaving cream. I wish there was a more exact or helpful way to really measure that out, but it's kind of tricky by nature, so again, kind of just do the best you can. And then you're just going to mix the two together until all the foaminess is kind of out of the shaving cream. But from here, you can really just go ahead and then take your popsicle stick and kind of smear it like a bagel, just all over the outside of the foam. The thicker layer, the better. It's because it's going to keep less of the holes of the foam more covered, and it's going to make your paint go on a little bit smoother. So you really, to have all of this dry takes about 1 to 2 hours, so it's kind of up to you whether you want to do one side at a time or kind of layer up the whole thing at once. If you want, you can also rest it on safety pins, kind of prop it up, so that way if you want to put one solid coat on at first and let the whole thing dry, that'll work just fine also. And then once it's all dried, it'll kind of look just like this. Some of the holes will still kind of be showing through, but that's okay. The paint should still go on just fine. And so now it's going to be time to start painting the squishy. Paint palettes work really well for this because puffy paint, even though I'm kind of spilling a lot of it right now, a little goes a long way, so the paint palette kind of helps you to make the colors exactly how you want, but then also between using that and then the brush kind of helps you be a little bit more conservative in how much paint you're actually using. So then after I get the color that I'm happy mixing with, I'm just going to go ahead and take the popsicle stick and kind of start slathering it on top of the squishy as evenly as possible. It's nice to get a good thick coating on it first and just kind of spreading it through the whole squishy. So after both of my sides have been coated, it's okay if some of it kind of dips over into the white. I'm going to go ahead and just take the whole bottle of brown puffy paint that I have and start filling in the chocolate area of the s'more, kind of right underneath one of the graham cracker layers. I'm running a little low on puffy paint here, so it'll just be an incredibly chocolatey and messy s'more. So there are only a few areas where the graham cracker color dipped onto the marshmallow space, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up a little bit by using some white paint just straight from the bottle. The nice thing about it being, a melted marshmallow, it can be messy, but I'm just going to kind of fill in the natural shape and kind of swirl it just on top of the chocolate. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple more little details just to make it look a little bit more realistic. For this, I'm just going to go ahead and use another paint palette, some puffy paint, and this is where I'm going to use my paintbrush. This is what your finished squishy is going to look like. So yeah, this is a super fun craft. Again, like I mentioned before, if you do go ahead and use the memory foam, you'll have a lot of extra material to use to really build and kind of be as creative as you want with the project. So I hope you guys like this program, and for more WPL Kids videos, be sure to follow our YouTube channel.